recording this episode on December 12th. Now, yesterday, December 11th, there's the reason why we titled this December 11th, 2023. A lot of big announcements happened when it came into the world of animation, especially on one channel and especially on an award show. Let's actually start off with the channel itself. So a lot of big news happened yesterday in Nickelodeon. We were expecting something huge, obviously, considering that the creator of the Casagrandes was giving out huge hints here and there. A lot of months came by, and he was just like making something up, thinking like, oh, a big movie is coming, like a Nick movie is coming. And lo and behold, yesterday we had the big news. Then we kind of already knew, I'm not going to lie. But it's time to actually officially call it. There is going to be a Casagrandes movie.
Let's go, baby. Yes. Woo!
So
you heard right. Casagrandes.
So yes, the Casagrandes movie is coming out, everybody.
Yes.
There is a brand new movie coming out. Yes, there's a brand new movie coming out. Yes, it is all already out. I'm sorry, there's a brand new movie coming out. It's coming on Netflix. It's coming out in 2024. Obviously, both of us are excited for it, considering that we're both Loudhouse and Casagrandes fans. So yes.
I mean, if you couldn't tell, we previously had a podcast that, you know, heavily focuses on those shows. So
yeah, so I mean, I was just excited with the fact that like when it literally was actually happening during work, like 9 o'clock. No, it was actually like in the morning. Like I would just go through like our Animation Podcast Twitter. Obviously, we have all of the Twitter big announcements also come up. Like discussing film, Toon Hive, those kind of channels. And when Toon Hive actually came up and actually said the Casagrandes movie is coming out on Netflix, and I'm like, oh, time to retweet, time to tell everybody. Yes. So I actually brought it up to everybody's Discord, obviously brought it up to our like fan page of the Loud House, and also brought it up on our Animation Podcast Twitter as well. But yes, it has officially been announced. The Casagrandes movie is coming out in 2024. We actually have our first look at the Casagrandes movie. It has Ronnie Ann and some brand new girls. So
yes.
If anything, this is already like a step forward that we are gonna have a movie. Obviously, it features Ronnie Ann, but the thing is, like, it makes us think like, what will the story be about?
Yeah, Indiana Casagrandes. Yes. Oh my gosh! Like this is the news that we have been anticipating for. It took like so much build up. It took up so much rumors. It took up so much teases from the great Miguel Puga himself. If you follow his Twitter, but yes, it is official. We have a Casagrandes movie on Netflix, and let me tell you, I'm excited for it.
Now, our thing right here is like, okay, so you're thinking the Casagrandes ended after season 3. I mean, like, it did end it with a cliffhanger. And now that we have a movie announcement, is it going to continue with the cliffhanger? What are your thoughts of that possibility?
You know, I'm just going to say this, that, yeah, the Casagrandes series finale ended with a episode called Movers or Fakers. And yes, it actually showed Rosa having major surveillance footage like within the water tower that she resides in, and I thought to myself, okay, honestly, this is a huge twist. I feel like they should have had it in season 4 so that it can continue that story.
I don't know what was happening, because I was thinking like, did Miguel even know that there was going to be not going to be a season 4? Because like that whole ending of season 3 kind of tells me like, dude, we need that answer. And thankfully that movie is coming out. Now kind of feeling like, will they actually answer it? The fact that Rosa is some weird person spying on them or something.
But that's a nice thought. But then again, keep in mind is that Casagrandes is an episodic kind of series in of itself. It's not something that is built upon a story arc. So I feel like with the Casagrandes movie, there's also the chance that it could be an entire different plot line on its own. It's not going to reference movers or fakers or any sort of like previous past stories that came before it. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, there is a one chance that, you know, they could build upon that particular storyline where, you know, Rosa has that water tower. But then again, this ain't Disney Channel, folks, okay? This ain't Disney Channel. If this was Disney Channel, then yeah, I can see them doing that. But no, this is, you know, Nickelodeon and Netflix, you count the movies, just the movies, property.
Nickelodeon doesn't have a good thing when it comes to continuity, but then again, they're fixing it in the Loud House. So
they're getting better.
Casagrandes are doing also a great job when it comes to continuity. So there's that issue, and it's still been worked out. So I'm assuming maybe there's some continuity when it comes to like the final episode of the Casagrandes and actually moving into the movie. It'd be cool if they actually did that, but we don't know. Miguel, give us answers, please.
Yes, give us more.
Okay, so obviously Casagrandes. It's time for us to reminisce on the great times of the Casagrandes. It's been quite a while since we ever heard about that amazing show.
I know.
I am not going to lie. I just hope we get some like references of the of the show in the movie. I mean, I really love to see like Nikki, Samir, Casey, Sid,
especially
Adelaide.
Sid. Make the Changs play a role in this episode.
I understand like we're talking about this brand new girl that just popped up, and I'm assuming she's gonna be the main character. She's one of the main characters in this movie, but like you've gotta have Sid. She is your best friend. Can you please look? At least Clyde was there in the Loudhouse movie to at least support him. Support Lincoln of everything.
Yeah, chances are they could have Sid have that sort of role in the Casagrandes movie, but much like how Clyde didn't tag along with the Loud family to Scotland, I don't think Sid's gonna tag along with them in this Mexico Aztec trip.
Yeah, it feels like it's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying like I just need an appearance of Sid. I haven't seen her ever since the Casagrandes ended and they moved to the Loud House. If anything, the Casagrandes do appear. Like every Casagrande is there. I mean, you get to see Hector, Rosa, Carlito, Carl, you get to see Carlos, you get to see Frida, you get to see Maria, you get to see Bobby. Everybody is back from the Casagrandes, and they're in the Loud House right now. They have their own episodes.
And they're about to be in their own feature-length movie, and let me tell you, they deserve it after the show got unfairly canceled.
I think so. It got unfairly canceled for sure, especially...
Nickelodeon, how dare you? How dare you do that? Shame on you.
That's the reason why, like, when we were actually doing, like, the final episode reviews of the Casagrandes, we obviously had, like, heavy hearts saying, like, oh my god, this is the final, like, episode review and everything, so... Oh my god. So, I mean, when you actually heard the fact that, like, oh my god, this is like the final way of actually talking about the Casagrandes, like back then, did you think it was over, like Casagrandes just ending the talk?
It's not. It might be the end of the Casagrandes series, but it's not the end of the Casagrandes themselves as characters, because it's pretty much the Casagrandes migrating into the Loud House. What I mean by that is that the Casagrandes are still going to have their own episodes. They're still going to be prominent characters, but they're just going to be under the Loud House name.
Yeah, my thing is that there are at least some other characters that did pop up in the Loud House featuring the Casagrandes. I'll just say that now. You end up actually having like some secondary characters actually pop up. You actually did get Margarita to actually show up during Great Lakes Freakout, for example. Yeah. Okay, and you still didn't put Sid. I'm just saying.
And not to mention the fact of how some characters in the Casagrandes main cast actually end up having prominent main roles. Like they end up having their own Loud House titled episodes. Like Carlota had one, Sergio had one.
Yeah.
You just wait till there is a Carl episode. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Another Carl episode, this time under the Loud House bells.
Yes. I think that's going to happen eventually. I mean, it did happen, sort of. Carl and Lola did switch places one time.
That is true. That is true. But I think with that was a Sergio episode.
It was a Sergio episode, yes. And also there was
mainly Sergio.
There was also an episode where the Louds were hiding from the Casagrandes in that road trip episode, Hide and Sneak, for example. So,
and also, this is something that's on the top of my wish list. And, of course, this is more like a guy could dream, can he sort of thing. I don't think there's a high chance of happening. I want two things. Number one, make a Chang prequel episode.
Oh my god.
We want to see the life that
how will that work? That's the thing. Are you going to see like what was it, Stanley and Becca like meeting up for the first time, like what you saw from the Louds when you saw Rita and Lynn Sr. meet up?
No, it's more like, where did the Changs live before they moved to Great Lake City?
I was kind of thinking like maybe we get to see like something like a little montage of the Changs actually like seeing how Stanley and Becca met up and how they gave birth to Sid and Adelaide.
That also. And number two, we want Lincoln and his squad to meet up with Ronnie Ann and her squad. Friends.
If only that could happen. I would love to see like Ronnie Ann, Sid, Casey, Samir, Nikki, all of them hang out. Oh, and Laird. Totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
Well, we get to see like Lincoln, Clyde, Stella, Liam, Zach, and Rusty all together. That would be pretty cool, but when will that happen? I don't know when.
They do have potential to work, but don't treat them as ensemble casts. Make them have individual bonds with one another. Like, have some of Lincoln's friends interact individually with some of Ronnie Ann's friends.
But I know exactly, but again, we're gonna see that possibly in the Loud House whenever it happens. That is, I mean, we did look into the future about possible Loud House episodes. We are gonna have a Ronnie Ann episode, FYI. We are gonna have a Ronnie Ann episode. Oh my god, we're all freaking out, especially like when it comes out in 2024. Ronnie Ann Luann. Oh my god.
If you know, you know. But yeah, Ronnie Ann's stardom of having her own episode, it doesn't end
she
with
only
the Casagrandes.
at the moment she's only appearing in like cameo appearances, like for example was it the fashion do-over that one episode where you get to see like Lenny and Carlota have a fashion episode. That was a Carlota episode, okay? But oh my god,
it goes back to the point of some of the Casagrandes cast of characters have their own focus episodes under the Loud House belt. It goes back to that point.
Yeah. So if anything, like we can't wait to see more Casagrandes episodes in the Loud House. But let's go back talking about the movie now. Oh, you only have this image. We just know that this is gonna come out in 2024. It's gonna come out on Netflix, just like how the Loud House did with the Loud House movie. This one here, I mean, look, it's just one image. It's all about this Ronnie and this one girl, and it looks like they're currently in a Mayan history sort of thing. From the way you saw the picture, I mean, what are your first thoughts on how this movie is gonna go?
How I think that this movie is going to go is that Ronnie Ann and her family are going to travel to Aztec. They're going to travel like deep down inside this city in Mexico where it has all this buildings, textures and statues and all that stuff like that. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of like deep treasure beneath it. I feel like, with a setting like this, there's bound to be some sort of like treasure from Aztec or something like that.
I feel like it's something like that, but I feel like in this particular scene, they're currently in like a history museum. How can they all be standing out like that? You can see all the treasures hang up like this. So I do agree with the story that they actually do go to Mexico and actually like try to fulfill like a family secret that they're hiding. Maybe there's like a treasure thing that they're probably going to be looking into. And then again, I questioned this one girl. What is her role in the show? What are your thoughts about this one new girl?
Yeah, so when you look at this one girl, it leaves you with many questions and theories. Like, does she end up as Ronnie Ann's new BFF?
No, don't tell it to Sid. Oh no, Sid is going to get angry.
And then Sid gets jealous, which, by the way, makes for quite an interesting character arc for Sid in the movie. But I digress. So either that, or maybe there could be a plot twist where she is a distant relative of Ronnie Ann.
I feel like she's probably like one of those girls in the village, that Mayan village that you're talking about, or an Aztec village that she's probably going to be in, and probably she's probably going to help out Ronnie Ann when it comes to finding like a family treasure or family heirloom or something about like their family history, Or if there's also the third possibility, and by the way, this is the least likely of the three because, well, Casagrandes isn't really the type to do this. Have her be a twist villain. No, they'll be like more.
No. Like Morak was straightforward, but
I mean, not really straightforward. She actually was like, I wouldn't say she's a straightforward villain, though, would she?
I would say
she was nice to the Laos, and then she obviously got angry just because the Laos took over her kingdom or her castle.
Her attitude towards the Laos was pretty sour from the beginning, though, but we never see her go full-fledged evil until it's built up properly.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think she would be that. I'm not gonna lie. If she becomes a twist villain, I would be so angry. I'll be like, no, you were so promising to be Ronnie Ann's new amazing friend over in Mexico, but no.
But it all comes down to how well the execution of her writing will be. And honestly, I just hope that her character is handled really well, no matter what the direction you take with this character.
If I remember correctly, I did see like a photo of like Ronnie Ann, her birthday, for example. So I feel like that's also a purpose in the movie itself.
Like, she could be what to Ronnie Ann what Angus was to Lincoln. This new character in a Loudcasa movie that is essentially an ally to the main protagonist in some way. Mm-hmm. Rather it be Angus being a father figure to Lincoln, or rather be this girl being like a older sister figure to Ronnie Ann.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm still kind of like filling up the loops when it comes to it, but I know it is going to be set in Mexico. I do have to say, this feeling because I did have like a couple of snippets here and there there could be a birthday episode. There could be a birthday scenario thing also happening. So probably like in in Great Lake City, like Ronnie Ann celebrates her birthday with her family and friends, you know, that kind of thing. And then they move to Mexico for the plot of the story.
And we celebrate with her. Happy 12th birthday, Ronnie Ann!
Yeah. What else I gotta say? Because like we already celebrated Lincoln's birthday. Obviously, Ronnie Ann has to have her birthday as well.
Yeah, it kind of sucks how Ronnie Ann's about to have much more of a grand birthday adventure than Lincoln, because Lincoln's birthday episode was 12 minutes. Like Ronnie Ann's birthday adventure is going to be an hour or hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's why I guess I'm so excited for this movie. Oh my God, Miguel. I'm really hoping that you end up having a really amazing film, bro.
Yes, we're rooting for this movie to be successful. We're rooting for this movie to be good. More importantly, we're rooting for you, Miguel Puga.
One more thing I also want to ask: any cameos of characters that you want to see? Obviously, you want to see some Louds in the movie, right?
I will say that there are 3 possible cameos that will take place. The first might be Lenny Loud, because she might be the one that will design Ronnie Ann's poncho. Well, either that or Carlota.
I think a poncho would be given to her in Mexico, right?
I think so. That might be a possibility. Or just by the fact of how Carlota and Lenny might team up to give Ronnie Ann the poncho to wear during the trip. So it could be either given to her before or during the trip.
I have a high possibility that this poncho was given probably from that one girl. Or from the village that they are in or something, you know?
Yeah, like I said before, we'll wait to see what the movie explains to us. But this is all speculating. This is all just theorizing based on
these
the
are all theories
image.
that we're also bringing out too.
Number two, Lori Loud, because
oh wait, yeah, that's right, Bobby and Lori. What am I talking about?
Bobby made an appearance in the Loud House movie. It's time for Lori Loud to pretty much return the favor and have an appearance in the Casagrandes movie.
Do you think it's just gonna be a phone call or a literal physical appearance?
It could be either or. It might possibly be the former. I kind of want to see this, where you have Bobby calling Lori, and then, you know, their cellular connection breaks, and then Bobby says, you know, breaking up you, and then Lori,
just like Lori, in the Loud House
and then Lori
movie.
was like, Bobby literally broke up with me.
It's the same thing as the Loud House movie.
and then Lincoln Loud pretty much stands right beside her, and then she's like, did Bobby just break up with you? And then Lori Loud was like, and then Lincoln Loud was like, well, don't just stand there. You can't let some other girl be his babe.
This definitely Loud House movie. Are you trying to reference Loud House movie to the Casagrandes movie now?
Yes, I have.
I don't think so. Let it be something more creative than that. Just not the same as the Loud House movie. Come on, man.
It's just a joke, man.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, definitely Lori would definitely make an appearance just because Lori and Bobby are still a couple, obviously. So there's that.
Or maybe this is just, like I said before, this is me dreaming, but actually have Lincoln and or Lori go with them to this trip and have them play a prominent role.
Oh my God.
I know it's too much to ask.
That's way too much to ask. I don't think so. If anything, they'll probably appear in Great Lake City.
It's too much to ask, and if you can't do it, that's fine, but at least give them a cameo. That's all I'm asking.
You have way too much like aspirations when it comes to. I'm trying to look at reality at the moment right now.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because, like, as a huge Loudcasa fan, I have these, like, you know, dreams and aspirations.
I know. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm trying to look at like the possible logical like ways that can actually happen. I definitely would see Lori and Bobby definitely be in the movie, but I feel like it's just more of a physical form, literally like in Great Lake City, saying like, "Oh, they're celebrating Ronnie Ann's birthday. I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna go visit Bobby because we're gonna celebrate we're gonna celebrate Ronnie Ann's birthday together." And then who do you think Lori's gonna bring?
Well, duh, obviously.
What do you think?
She's gonna bring Bobby, obviously.
No. You're not getting the joke here. Lori's gonna drive to Great Lake City to meet up with Bobby. And
Lincoln.
What do you think she's going to bring? Lincoln. And I really hope there's going to be a Ronniekin moment in this movie.
There might be a Ronniekin moment. And they might even share a kiss just like it did in Save the Date. Who knows?
Oh my God. If they do. Oh my God. I mean, like, if Miguel would make that thing canon, I would love it. Oh my God. That's kind of like, I don't know if that's a real possibility. I'm not going to lie. But
what we got so far is a still promo image. So what we're saying is based on what we think is going to happen, what we hope is going to happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen because all we got is just this image, but there's so many possibilities that draw from this.
Oh my God, yes. There's way so many possibilities that come from it, but at the moment right now, I just feel like that's just the whole plot line that we're seeing. It's just Ronnie Ann in a Mexican town with this new girl, and I think they're trying to figure out some sort of like mystery in that town or a mystery in their family heritage or something like that. I don't know. Again, possibilities are endless. I mean, when it comes to like seeing cameos, I don't see any other Loud that could come up besides Laurie and Lincoln.
I don't either. I mean, the closest we have to that is Lenny, but then again, that's a 1% chance.
That's a little bit just because they met up for a fashion thing, but I just definitely can see Laurie and Bobby literally have a cameo appearance. So it's like the Loud House movie where you get to see like Bobby and Ronnie Ann have their appearance in the movie, like literally like a 1 minute shot.
Just a 1 minute shot.
I would imagine like maybe in the beginning of the movie they're going to like have like a 5 minute shot of like Laurie and Bobby hanging out, like obviously dating, and then you get to see Lincoln and Ronnie Ann hanging out together. Fingers crossed that they actually have a romantic thing together.
Everything crossed.
Yeah,
everything crossed.
I just feel like this movie would actually like make the feat of like, you know, a Ronikin moment, you know, because like we never had it during the Loud House movie, but then again there was more focus on the Louds, not the Casagrandes or anything.
Yeah,
so,
while you had both Lincoln and Ronnie Ann in the Loud House movie, one obviously being main, the other one being a 1 minute cameo. That's it. The Casagrandes movie could give us the opportunity to give us what the Loud House movie couldn't, and that is, like you pointed out, a Ronikin moment.
I just hope so, yeah. But
Lincoln and Ronnie Ann didn't even interact at all in the Loud House movie.
One thing I also do want to predict. Everybody in the Casagrandes comes back. We'll get to see Vito. We'll get to see the Changs. We get to see Nikki, Samir, Casey, and Laird, you know?
We can see Maybelle.
Yeah, we get to see Maybelle again, yes. You know, all of those amazing, like, characters in the Casagrandes that we all love, like, they have to come back. They have to make an appearance. This is, like, your one shot because this is probably the last chance we'll get to see the Casagrandes at all.
Yeah, and
well, besides the Loud House episodes, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the secondary characters, this is probably your last chance to actually have an appearance.
That's why I'm blessed to have this Casagrandes movie, because it gives us this satisfying conclusion that we could have gone with the Casagrandes series finale. The series finale felt like a total random WTF moment at the end. The Casagrandes movie could give us something special, something to have us say, yeah, that's how you end Casagrandes, the title of the Casagrandes, something on a high note.
Yeah. So Casagrandes movie, oh my God. It's coming out in 2024. Obviously, we don't have a specific date yet, but we did get the whole news that the Casagrandes movie is coming out. It is real. Miguel Puga made it, and we are absolutely excited to see what this movie will go through. I mean, Lalos Alcaraz, and a lot of the other people that are also behind the scenes when it comes to this movie, they better do a really good job with it. I mean, no matter how this movie is going to go, we're going to be absolutely hyped about. So, no doubt, the Casagrandes movie, we can't wait for sure.
Yes, yes. And we look forward to seeing more of these promos, these images, these trailers, and more info on this upcoming anticipated movie.
I can't wait. Yeah. So yeah, it is coming out on Netflix in 2024. Make sure you look on like all social medias about this because yeah, we can't wait. This is absolutely like the hypest thing we're gonna see in 2024. Are we gonna do another midnight thing and like out of nowhere Miguel Puga comes out of nowhere?
Yeah, so fun little story. So we were pretty much getting ready while we were fan page of Loud House. We were getting ready to for this midnight streaming of the Loud House movie, and out of nowhere comes Miguel Puga, Darren McGowan, and like this other David King. They came into our stream randomly and just popped up and said hello.
Are we going to do the same thing? Like, you know, I know we're not going to be live here on the studio, but I would imagine we could probably just go on like what we did before on StreamYard and literally just wait till the time comes that we can actually watch the Casagrandes movie. You know, it could happen again. It'll be crazy if Miguel just comes out of nowhere and says, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm like, what?
Yeah, there could be a deja vu. It could be a deja vu sort of thing.
Yeah, we have to do it with the fan page. Well, our YouTube is now the Animation Podcast. I just hope they know that we're the Animation Podcast now.
I mean, they're bound to find out that way. They're bound to find out, hey, the Animation Crew is the fan page of Loud House.
Yeah, well, eventually, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, we're just way over speculating right now. Eventually, we will actually talk about this more over in a Loudcasa Talks episode, but
I'm kind of hoping Miguel Puga actually finds this particular episode in particular we talk about.
I'm pretty sure he would. I'm pretty sure he knows. If he does, oh my God. Anyways, yes, the Casagrandes movie is coming out in 2024 on Netflix. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that.